Greetings and welcome back to the Galley of the Sun. Today we're going to travel south again to the state of Jalisco, specifically to the city of Guadalajara. There they have this incredible thing called Torta Ahogada, which is also known as drowned submarine sandwich. Now, when I was doing my research for this dish, there's a bunch of different ways you can do it. You can do it with chicken, you can do it with pork, or you can do it with beef, and that's how we're doing it today. Now, one common thing across all of the sandwiches was that the sauce that you make, or salsa, depending on how you're making it, is made with chiles de arbol. Those chilies, I'm telling you, are freaking hot. Hot. So, to keep the exquisite ladies of the Galley of the Sun from doing evil things to me that I didn't ask for, we're going to tone it down a little bit. We're going to go with the chipotle because we love the taste of chipotle. So the first thing I'm going to do for these tortas is I have my bolillo bread here. I'm going to get it lightly toasted, but it's a little different. Normally you think about toasting bread, you're going to cut it in half, get the butter or fat on there, mayonnaise, oil, whatever, and then toast that, right? We want the outside toasted because remember, this is a drowned submarine sandwich. So we want to help this bread keep its integrity when we dip it in this incredible sauce that we're about to make. Toasting time. As theirs are toasting, you know, this has a lot in common with the chimichanga because allegedly this was created by accident. There was a street vendor down in Guadalajara, had his sandwich ready to eat it, and he dropped the thing in a big bowl of salsa. Still hungry, so he pulled it up, ate it, and thought, damn, that's good. And that's how this sandwich was invented. According to Wikipedia, which is on the internet, so it's true. So our bolillo bread is lightly toasted. Now it's time to make that dipping sauce. So what we're going to take is a couple cans of chipotle sauce and dump them in a saucepan. To that we're going to add a couple cups of beef broth and about a half a cup of finely diced cilantro. We're going to throw that on the stove on low heat. Get that mixing together. Okay, as that sauce is coming together, we're going to get our meat ready. So, over here, I'm going to get my pan on medium heat. Going to add a couple tablespoons of veggie oil. Let that heat up till it starts shimmering. Okay, getting the shimmer. To that, we're going to add a chopped onion. And we're going to saute that until it's good and soft. Now, what we're doing today is a quick version of it. If you're doing, making it out of pork, making your carnitas, this can be an all-day affair, a couple, 3 hours of cooking your carnitas. We may give that a try in the future. Today is going to be more of a rapid version. Something you can come home from after a long day's of work, take about 20 minutes and have an absolutely spectacular dinner. Now there's also a ton of variations you can do with this sandwich besides the meat. You can do that with the toppings. You can put on raw onion, you can put avocado on it, some kind of cheese, queso fresca or something like that. We're going pretty simple today. Just the meat that's going to be mixed together with the onions and soon the garlic and the sauce and then dip it in there. So we're doing it more like a French dip from Guadalajara. With that chipotle sauce and the beef broth and the amounts that I used, the sauce has just a tiny bite. Now, if you're afraid of that bite, then use less of the chipotle sauce and more of the beef broth. But you don't want to omit that chipotle sauce. That incredible, deep, rich, earthy flavor, smoky flavor that you get from chipotle sauce. You don't want to miss that. So play around with it a little bit. You know, like I said, if you're worried about the heat, start with a little bit of sauce and then keep adding more and more beef broth until it gets the heat that you like it. This has a tiny little bite to it. Not even that of a jalapeno because of the amount of beef broth I used. All right, so my onions have cooked down enough. Now I'm going to add, you know how it is, the Galley of the Sun, an obscene amount of garlic to this. 2 heaping tablespoons. Okay, this is a pretty big spoon, maybe 4. Let that go for a little bit until it gets nice and aromatic. It is there. Now we're going to put about half to 3/4 of a cup of that sauce into our onions and garlic. Don't want to use too much because we want to have plenty for dipping. But we want to get that flavor over here. Get that all mixed in. This is smelling incredible. Now to that, I'm making 6 sandwiches today. So what I have here is about 1.5 pounds of thinly sliced deli roast beef. As I said before, you can make these with chicken, you can make these with pork. We're going with beef tonight. So we're going to get this beef in here and then get this all mixed up and let those flavors meld. We're going to let this simmer for about 10 minutes. All right, it is smelling delicious, and off camera the director was gnawing on my legs, so apparently it's time to feed her. So let's get her sandwich put together. Oh God, let's do it. All right, we got our slightly toasted bun here. We're gonna get that loaded up with some meat. Fantastico. Put that little lid on there. Get the director a little dipping sauce, and man and director cannot live on beef alone. So some corn and jicama salad off to the side here. I made that in a different video. If you haven't already saw it, give it a try. This stuff's incredible. All right, it is time to be judged.
Very good.
All righty, now the sandwich. Remember, it's like a French dip. Here you go. And comment on the spice level too, because I know you girls will kill me if I get it too spicy. Well, what'd you think?
Very good. Not too spicy. Hint of a bite. Not terrible.
Fantastic. That's exactly what I was looking for. All right, there you go. Director said it's good, so it's damn good. So if you like what you saw today, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, never miss an episode. Thank you so much for joining us. And until next time, fair winds and following seas.